take you through what the parties are saying. Bharatiya Janata Party is exuding confidence of exit polls prediction holding true. They're saying that the exit polls have shown the people of country want to repose their trust in the Prime Minister's leadership. Let's listen into some of the reaction of the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders first of all.
देखिए, जब भी वोटिंग परसेंटेज बढ़ता है तो उसका फायदा हमेशा भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हुआ है। इस समय भी अभी तक जो आंकड़े आ रहे हैं उसमें वोटिंग परसेंटेज अच्छे तरीके से बढ़ा है। तो मेरा अपना मानना है कि बीजेपी और हमारी जो महायुति उसको फायदा होगा।
वोट जिहाद का मुद्दा सबसे बड़ा मैं इस विषय में मानता हूं कि वोट जिहाद के सामने हमने जो वोट धर्मयुद्ध की बात की, जिसमें हम कोई जाति में तनाव निर्माण नहीं करना चाहते, लेकिन जिस तरीके से कुछ लोगों को गुमराह करने की कोशिश की, लोगों को फंसाने की कोशिश की, आज उनके ध्यान में आ गया कि मुसलमान समाजों को एक तरीके से गलत तरीके से नरेंद्र मोदी जी भारतीय जनता पार्टी और महायुति के खिलाफ बात करें, तो आज लोग हमारे साथ खड़े रहे। दूसरी बात, लाड़की बहन योजना का बहुत बड़ा असर इस महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव पे पड़ा।
देश मोदी जी के साथ चलना चाहता है, देश भाजपा एनडीए के साथ चलना चाहता है। ये जो झारखंड में हो रहा है उनका भी काम देखा, उसके पहले उद्धव ठाकरे की सरकार का काम देखा। और जो कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि मोदी जी हार गए, कमजोर पड़ गए, और राहुल गांधी कहे कि वो हमसे आंख नहीं मिलाते हैं, जनता जवाब दे रही है। एग्जिट पोल का अपना स्थान है, हम एग्जैक्ट पोल पे विश्वास करते हैं और एग्जैक्ट पोल में भी जीतेंगे।
दोनों में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनेगी नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व में, और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि अब जब सरकार बनेगी तो झारखंड में बंगाल के रास्ते से जो घुसपैठिए जा रहे हैं उस पर रोक लगाऊंगा।
So as far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, they have welcomed the exit poll, but opposition parties are in denial mode, saying that they'll wait for another 2 days for the results to finally come out. But now let's take you through the impact these projections could have on the national pictures one by one. The first takeaway as far as the exit polls are concerned is that BJP could bank on "Batenge to Katenge" message in upcoming polls as well. So this was a larger message that was given by the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders of "Batenge to Katenge" and also "Ek Rahenge to Safe Rahenge." Second takeaway is that the victory could solidify BJP RSS hold on elections under the brand Modi. So we saw BJP and RSS in fact coming together in the state of Maharashtra, and there were meetings between the organization and the BJP as well. The first takeaway is Rahul's "Constitution under threat" message does not resonate. So time and again during the election, Rahul Gandhi had given this message that Constitution is under threat. With the results now going in favor of the NDA, doesn't seem like people have resonated with that specific message. The fourth takeaway is that there are few takers for Congress's caste survey pitch exceeding 50% quota cap. So this was a promise that was made by the Congress party in different states. Fifth takeaway is this will be a big boost for BJP's development pitch in Maharashtra after the Lok Sabha setback, a promise that was made by the Bharatiya Janata Party of Vikas in the state of Maharashtra. The sixth takeaway, importantly, is that the opposition footprint could decrease further if it loses the state of Jharkhand. Remember, JMM plus, that is JMM and Congress, are in power in the state of Jharkhand, but they lose, then it will be a big setback. The seventh takeaway is that the results could put pressure on Aam Aadmi Party as it faces double anti-incumbency in fact, other states as well. This is the repercussions the elections will have on Aam Aadmi Party. Eighth takeaway is that Hemant Soren's loss will raise questions on effectiveness of the misuse of agency claim. Remember, he was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate and he has been making this claim, and with the results now not going in favor of him, it shows that it really did not resonate with the voters. The ninth and the final takeaway is that the consecutive loss after Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir further will weaken the Congress party's position. Remember, they lost Haryana quite recently, and they did not get many seats in the state, UT of Jammu and Kashmir, only 6 seats. So this will be a big setback for the Congress party if they were to lose both Maharashtra and Jharkhand, and also they are not fighting the election in the state of Uttar Pradesh at all. Now, as far as the India bloc is concerned, they have said that the actual result will be different from what exit polls are currently predicting, saying that the sentiments on the ground are in their favor only. Let's have a look at all the reactions coming from the Congress party and JMM as well.
कुछ एग्जिट पोल महाविकास आघाड़ी के पक्ष में बात कर रहे हैं, कुछ एग्जिट पोल महायुति के पक्ष में बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमने ये भी देखा है कि हरियाणा में एग्जिट पोल आया था कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बन रही, वहां बीजेपी बन गई। आपने देखा होगा कि मध्य प्रदेश में, छत्तीसगढ़ में हर जगह एग्जिट पोल कह रही थी कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की वापसी हो रही है, लेकिन हर जगह वहां पर बीजेपी आ गई। तो एग्जिट पोल पर कितना विश्वास करना है, नहीं करना है, तो जनता के विवेक बुद्धि पर हम छोड़ते हैं। लेकिन महाराष्ट्र में एक बात तय हो चुका है कि महाविकास आघाड़ी की पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार आ रही है।
कई राज्यों के परिणाम एग्जिट पोल के विपरीत आए हैं। यहाँ तक कि 2024 का लोकसभा का जो चुनाव हुआ था, उसके भी जो एग्जिट पोल आए थे, जिसमें एनडीए को 400 से ऊपर दिखाया गया था। लेकिन इन तमाम चीज़ों को ध्यान में अगर रखा जाए तो हम ये मानकर चलते हैं कि ठीक है, एक इंडिकेशन तो आप बताते हैं एग्जिट पोल के जरिए, लेकिन उस पर पूरा विश्वास भरोसा नहीं किया जा सकता है।
So these exit polls are not telling us the reality, because they are only having a superficial survey, and it will not reflect the real sentiments of the people in the grassroots.
Well, for more on this, let me go across to my colleague Arunil, who joins us live on the broadcast. Arunil, in Maharashtra, as far as the exit polls are concerned, it appears to be advantage NDA. But the opposition parties are in denial mode. They're saying that they'll wait for another 2 days for the real results to finally come out. Give us more details.
Well, certainly, yes. Most of the exit polls are suggesting that the Mahayuti basically will be able to form the government in the state of Maharashtra. But the numbers are not giving a very secured victory for the Mahayuti, because many political experts in Maharashtra are raising aspersions on Ajit Pawar, whether Ajit Pawar can continue to be with the Hindutva politics of the BJP. How Ajit Pawar in recent times has spoken in favor of his uncle Sharad Pawar as well. That factor should also be considered. Now, coming to what factors, if at all the exit polls remain true, that will be clear on the 23rd of this month. Well, if Mahayuti is able to form a comfortable government in the state of Maharashtra, one of the prime factors that may have worked in their favor is the Ladki Bahin Yojana. It translates to Ladli Bahin Yojana, because it clearly on the ground, it seemed like it resonated well amongst the women across Maharashtra, especially women from both the urban areas as well as the rural areas. Now, coming to the different rhetoric that was been pushed by the BJP leaders, UP CM Yogi Adityanath's "Batenge to Katenge" remark, it basically, it also made a mark. It escalated to a very large extent across different parts of Maharashtra. Yes, it was not completely accepted by all the Mahayuti leaders. Ajit Pawar had said that such kind of statements will not work in the state of Maharashtra. There were other BJP leaders, in fact, Deputy CM of UP itself, Mr. Maurya, or Pankaja Munde, they had also played down or undermined the statement by UP CM Yogi Adityanath.
Absolutely. So all eyes will be on the judgment day, that is November 23rd. As the Arunil was telling us, it is definitely advantage NDA in the state of Maharashtra, but not a secure victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party plus